Okay, my beautiful friends, it is Monday, February 8th, 2021. I just needed a little bit more sleep. I'm tired. Tired today, but you know what? The show must go on. So here we go. Let's start off, I guess, with Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin just hit a new record high, breaking 44,000 now. This is not a surprise to a single person who follows my work. As a matter of fact, cryptocurrencies across the board are getting bid higher. All the big ones are getting bid up. No surprise yet again. Trust me on this one. Bitcoin's going to 50,000 and beyond. All right, so let's just get that out of the way here. I want to talk about the market. I want to talk about momentum, and I want to talk about the debt market and the dollar. On Friday, when this market closed and I did my wrap up, I explained to you that there was a lot of momentum in this market to the upside. Yesterday, when I did my markets a look ahead, I explained there's a lot of momentum to the upside. The market doesn't turn on a dime. Okay, you have to understand that. When there's a lot of momentum like this, it's kind of like an aircraft carrier trying to turn. It does it slowly. Now, stocks right now are poised for a higher open. New record highs right out of the hole today. But, the 10-year yield earlier today was 1.19. 10-year yield, 1.19. It did come down slightly, 1.185. Okay, and the dollar is slightly higher. I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. So we have a couple of forces working against each other. A lot of momentum to push this market higher into record territory, but that bond market, the debt market, the 10-year yield, and the dollar, I don't like it. I don't like seeing that. We have to observe how the market is going to swallow it. I can tell you what I think is going on here, which I always do. The promise of trillions of dollars in more debt being pumped into this market is a major factor here. It's a major factor in the momentum of the market. Okay, our economy, it's over. It's over. And the Federal Reserve must act. They are going to need to do something. We already heard again last week from Federal Reserve President Bostic. I'm going to use this guy's words again. He said the Federal Reserve will buy at least $120 billion a month in mortgage-backed securities and debt. This is what they're going to do. At least. That means it's unlimited debt purchases, unlimited asset purchases. Imagine that. You know, you don't hear too much of that from the mainstream financial channels or from our politicians. Oh no, they're all for it. Again, look, they're all on the take. They're all getting, most of them, they're all getting paid off here. They realize what's going on. These corporations have bought and paid for nearly every single one of our politicians. There are a few outliers, but it doesn't matter. They got the majority in their back pocket, all right? So they do not have your interest in mind. Anyway, going back to the market here, we got gold getting bid higher, silver getting bid higher, cryptocurrencies getting bid higher, as I just said. And we got crude oil getting bid higher. All right, so there's a lot of momentum too with regard to crude oil. Crude is going much higher. If they're going to prop up crude oil, it's going to boost the energy sector, it's going to boost the financial sector, it's going to pull the market with it. But again, keep your eye on the 10-year yield and the dollar. Again, how can you see this? Right here on my website, traderschoice.net, top of the second page. On the top of the second page, left side, link to the 10-year yield in real time. On the right side, the dollar with the Dixie index. Keep your eye on this. Also understand the momentum in the market. Also understand the promise or the prospect of trillions. Think about what I'm talking about, people. We're not talking about billions or tens of billions or hundreds of billions. We're talking about trillions of dollars in debt being created out of thin air. Again, today, right now, there is more debt than there was yesterday. And tomorrow, there's going to be a lot more debt than there is today. Meanwhile, our economy is done. Nothing's changing. They must add exponential nuclear debt to keep this thing that we are in afloat. It's an incredible thing. What are you hearing from Janet Yellen? We need more stimulus. What are you hearing from Federal Reserve presidents? We need more stimulus. We need more propping up of everything. What are we hearing from the president? Oh, more stimulus. Again, you can't stimulate your way out of this. And they know that, all of them. You think President Biden is stupid? Did you think President Trump was stupid? No, neither one of these guys are stupid. You can have your own vision of what they might be, but you're being puppetized as well if you think that Biden was stupid or if you think that Trump was stupid. No, neither one of these men is stupid. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're playing the game. They're playing the debt game, okay? We watched the debt balloon under Obama, balloon under Trump. It's going to balloon under this puppet too. They're all puppets. It's incredible. And again, we're going to be told that things are great, but no, you can't fix things. We are in a debt crisis on a magnitude that is off the Richter scale. Clearly, what are they doing here? Why is the Federal Reserve printing all this cash out of thin air, adding liquidity into the system? They are trying desperately, and it's working for now, until they're ready to pull the plug, to prevent a credit freeze, to prevent a complete lockup of the system. A lockup of the system is going to happen by design so they can issue in a new system, problem, reaction, solution. You know how it works. It's always the same story. But again, for now, what do? We look for opportunity. That's what this is, people. We look for opportunity. My lions out here, I put all of you in the right spots. You're in the right spots right now. I put out a couple of stock tickers to look at over the weekend. Check your email box, okay? I got you covered. I got you covered here from every aspect. With regard to precious metals, buy them. I don't care what they want to do. We're going to see central banks, the Federal Reserve vastly inflate. Why do you think Bitcoin is over 44,000? Oh, because Tesla bought 1 point something billion, 1.5 billion? Yes, sure. Of course, why not? They understand where this is going too. And it's not just Tesla. You got investment banks buying this. You got hedge funds buying this. You know this to be a fact. That's the momentum behind Bitcoin, behind the cryptocurrencies, which are going much higher. The market too, look, if they can keep the 10-year yield stable, or just rising incrementally. If they can keep the dollar stable or maybe rising incrementally, I think the dollar is going to take a big hit relatively soon with all of these trillions of dollars that they're promising to print out of thin air, to create out of thin air. Again, when you're looking at the dollar index, you have to also think about in relation to other currencies. You understand? The dollar with the Dixie, doesn't stand alone. You have to look at it how it's weighed against other currencies too. So there's a lot to this. But again, you understand these dynamics if you follow this blog, and I'll keep you on top of it. There's no doubt about it. So again, we have a market right here poised for new record highs. We have a lot of momentum here to push this market higher. The promise of trillions of dollars, trillions, I can't get over that word, of more debt being created out of thin air, borrowed into existence, allowing the Fed to finish their final solution to be the lender and buyer of last resort is making the market orgasmic. That's what it's doing, okay? But again, we need to keep our eye on that debt market. We need to keep your eye on the dollar. Cryptocurrencies, people, there's so many naysayers out here, and time again, these naysayers they must get sick of themselves from being consistently wrong. Consistently wrong. They're never right. The naysayers with cryptocurrencies are never right. Oh, they love trying to beat me up. And who laughs last? Me. Okay? Because every time these freaks tell me I'm wrong, I get proven to be correct yet again. And I just love that. So, naysayers, you want to try to tell me I'm wrong again here? Duh. Anyway, look, I'm out of here. This guy here loves you a lot. People, please share the video. Get it out there. Pay attention to these things, and not just pay attention to them. Rip its face off. You understand? They're going to play their game. I'm talking about the central banks, the Wall Street banks, the hedge funds, the investment bank, all of them. They're going to play their game, and we're going to play ours. But you know something? We can play it better. We can play it better than they do. And we're going to win. This whole thing is about winning. You understand? I think you get it. Love you a lot. Please share the video. See you at the end of the day.